No, yes, for the moment we've all been waiting for. I know individuals who've been waiting for this moment for over 25 years. And I'm speaking about guys like Robert Kiyosaki. Maybe I butchered his name, I'm not too sure. But if you know that name, these individuals were right in the gold mines. They were in the mines of gold, rude boy. Back in the war days, they traveled overseas and they had a look at the gold mines. So they've been extracting gold for a very long time. And there's other like older influencers that I used to follow, I still follow and whatnot. There's a female, I'm not really too privy of her name, but we've all been waiting for this opportunity for a very long time. Other guys like Bo Pony has been speaking about gold and silver and its highly anticipated bull run that is happening right now. And it's already started. It's left the station. Thankfully for a lot of us, it has gapped. And if you are a trader and you're familiar with the idea that every gap must be filled. So let's go in a little bit of the larger time frame now with gold. So I'm going to start off with gold. Let's have a look at the larger time frame and see what we're dealing with. So I've been trading gold for quite some time, for a very long time actually, since my little baby. So I successfully predicted this reversal point right here, made a lot of money, pulled back, entered again, made a lot of money. But let's have a look at recent times right now so we can see what's going on. And then later we'll look at the larger time frame and have an idea of where exactly we're going to. Where is the next major reversal point, the major pullback level, major resistance point. So as we can see right now, that was my green zone on gold. I was watching it. You know what happened as well? Last week, I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened because I entered gold and I don't know how I managed to get stopped out. When look at my green box, it's right there. What type of stop loss did I put to get stopped out? But anyway, and I wasn't really too concerned about gold simply because I'm under the impression that all of the precious metals are directly correlated. And we're going to have a look at silver. Now, silver adhered to my technical analysis perfectly as well, but it didn't fill the gap. It missed the gap by about 15 to 20 pips. Absolutely disgusting. So I'm thinking, what's going on here, innit? But look, it's left the station. The good news is I predicted it perfectly, so we're on the right track. Even better news is that it gapped. You can see the gap right there. And for anybody who is a trader, who's been trading for a long period of time, or anybody who just came around trading, understands the rule that every gap must be filled. And something you will learn over time is that just because it gapped on the weekend doesn't mean it's going to gap during the week. It could take a week to gap, a month. It can even take a year to fill the gap, right? So I'm hoping I'm going to do some technical analysis and follow my Instagram as well because I'm going to be putting all of these signals in my Instagram whenever I enter the sell points and whatnot. So I'm going to have to do further technical analysis on gold. I have an idea of its reversal point. I'm pretty sure the reversal point is actually right around here, and it's kind of exceeded it a little bit, which isn't the greatest. It's not end of the world, but I might have to update my technical analysis on that one. But I'm pretty sure hopefully next week we get a pullback and it fills the gap. If we do fill the gap, it's happy days, it's green light. It's green light if we fill the gap. I'm telling you. So hopefully gold degresses next week and fills that gap. Now let's have a look in the larger time frame so we can see where we're going. So as you can see with this very elaborate technical analysis, a little bit audacious if you ask me, but we'll see what happens, mate. So we're going up to here. You can tell I'm fucking British, innit? Tell from my accent. Anyway, we're going all the way up here. This is going to be our first major resistance level. So we're looking at 2,500, right? So that's where we're going. That's going to be our first major resistance level. And if you do pay attention with the precious metals and see what historically what happens is it goes up a tremendous amount and then it pulls back a significant amount, especially silver. I'm not really too sure the percentages, but I'm pretty sure it's something ridiculous. Like it would go up and it will pull back like 15% and go up again and then pull back like 15%, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, that's where we're going with gold, and we are going to be capitalizing, like I said in my previous video, on every single pullback possible, right? So we're going to be watching that like a hawk. So what we're looking for next week, guys, is we're waiting. Hopefully it pulls back and it fills a gap. And the reason why I do believe it's going to fill the gap, because like I said, all the precious metals are directly correlated, which means they move in tangent, they move at the same time, and silver has not completed, well, it hasn't filled the gap. And palladium, the big sleeper that nobody is even aware of, that no one's talking about, the palladium chart is filthy, and it has not completed its structure in my book, even though it is in the buy zone though. Don't get it twisted, it's in the buy zone. But I did have a specific support level, my 423.60% mark, that it normally touches before it reverses. So hopefully it does indeed go down. So let's move on. You know what? Let's have a quick look at copper. Even though my technical analysis on copper isn't like the greatest, I was looking at it the other day. I mean, the greatest is I can't really get an accurate, like, even though it is accurate, and maybe it's because I'm thinking to myself, well, gold and that is gone, silver is gone, maybe this isn't going to go any lower and it's just going to reverse from this point right here. But this is my green box for copper, guys. So I was anticipating copper to go at least a little bit lower, revisit this zone right here, and then start going up. But once it's in the green box, it can go. It doesn't really, like, I mean, 9 times out of 10, it goes a lot closer to my 100% mark around here and then reverses. But once it's in the green box, it can go, but it's unlikely. It just hovers around, dips its toe in, and then goes without coming back down and fulfilling it completely and then continuing on. So that's my green zone. So you can see the levels, 3.3959 is going to be your support level, your buy zone on copper. And let's have a look in a larger time frame. Have I done any I have done technical analysis. And that's where we're looking to go on copper, ideally. We're going at around 6.9, yeah, on copper, which is not bad. That's a decent return on your investment. Let's just see what type of percentage we're looking at that. Nothing too crazy, but let's have a look. That's beautiful. That's 90%. So you see, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, we were seeing ridiculous figures like 1,200% returns. We were seeing 2,000% returns. I think that was on Dogecoin or something like that, or Digibyte. You're seeing 2,000% returns is absolutely disgusting. But yeah, with this, 90%, wonderful, it's decent. And one thing I didn't mention about silver, I don't know what's going on with silver, but it is extremely lucrative right now. Last week I entered a position for silver. I think I entered a 0.44 lot size and made a clean 900, and it barely really moved. A clean 900 and it barely moved. And the reason why I'm a little bit annoyed I didn't get to catch this gold reversal, because I'm trying to really take the piss. I'm trying to make like tremendous gains, like, you know, but hopefully it pulls back. It doesn't go too high before it pulls back. We know it is going to pull back, but I don't want it to go tremendously high. I want to really capitalize off this bull run. And I don't want to be thinking to myself, damn, at every pullback, every correction, is it going to drop back down? Can I re-enter? Do you get what I'm saying? So if we fill the gap, then we have no worries, nothing to worry about. Every single pullback, we've got an idea it's going to continue to go up. We're in an uptrend. So yes, hopefully it does pull back. Now, so we have copper we're going to be looking at, and we have gold we're going to be looking at. So there's no real like buy opportunities this video. This is just the pairs that we're going to be looking at and what we're looking for, and just to keep an eye out for my videos and keep in tune for where we do have actual opportunities in the market. And it's just kind of for me as well to just get familiar with posting more videos and whatnot as well. Just being a bit more consistent so I can just help people out, because I don't really need to do this, to be honest with you. I just feel like, why not do it for free? And while I'm making a lot of money, I can help people make money in times of need, because I have an idea of how bad things are going to get. And people don't realize that I don't even like to speak about things of this nature. I like to kind of be a bit, but you have to be realistic. You have to be realistic. You can't just keep your head in the sand, people. Like, things are going to get rough and you need to be aware of what's going to happen. The pandemic was a starter. I keep saying that. And you know how bad the pandemic was? Bro, it's crazy. The pandemic affected everybody. And I think it was like, obviously some people grew. A lot of influencers like grew in the pandemic, like started from zero and became something. A lot of money, like a lot of people made money in the pandemic as well, like tremendous amount of money who didn't really have money like that before. But for the most part, we all really like got affected negatively from the pandemic, man. So many of our loved ones passed away, especially the elderly. And so many businesses collapsed as well. So many people were out of work. It was crazy. The pandemic will go down in the history books, man. Serious. And for me to say that the pandemic was like a starter, it was only the tip of the iceberg. And now we're seeing what's happening in Israel and Gaza. And when you think about it, it's kind of surreal. And the fact that the Ukraine thing happened a few years ago already, and that was like, you get what I'm saying? And the fact that the thing happened with Ukraine, it goes to show that people are going to go even harder with this Israel versus Gaza thing now. And it's quite surreal. We didn't really think these things will happen in modern times, but they are happening. And I'm telling you, we need to start focusing on alternative ways to make money. Ways like this. We need to at least try and capitalize in these type of times. So yes, the sleeper, the one and only that people are not privy to, look at that. This is in a 1 week time frame. Absolutely disgusting. Palladium. So right now we're at 1,100, and I anticipate us going all the way up to 4,200. That is ridiculous, guys. Ridiculous. Now let's see, so we have an idea of what type of returns we're looking at on that bad boy. God damn it, man. That's over 200%. 200% on a precious metal. Now with palladium though, so I was selling palladium for a few weeks now. I've been holding my position for a few weeks. So it's been a bit of a long one. And I sold from this red box right here. And a few other people that I sent the signal out to, they sold from this red box as well. It was decent, very straightforward for me. We sold from here. I closed my position around here, literally around here, maybe a little bit lower last week, Friday. It's now Sunday. I closed it. It's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. What the hell? Saturday was a blur. Anyway, I closed last week, Friday, and what we are waiting for, we need it to go down here, guys. I got my buy limit card. Initially, my take profit was around here. My take profit was down here, but because what happened with gold and silver, and I was thinking, damn, this might just pull back up and then decide to go back down. I'm thinking, you know what, let me just close and take all my gains and just call it a day. And if it does pull back, I can re-enter for the sell and ride it all the way down. So hopefully, this is what we wanted to do, to go down to here, to 423.60% mark. If it goes down here, I got my buy limit set down here, guys, and it's all systems go. So take a note of that with palladium, right? That's where we're looking to go with palladium. So hopefully it does go down to that level, touches it, and we are going to be riding it all the way to the top. Pause. Yeah. So we're going all the way up there with palladium, all the way up there. So that one's looking great and looking forward to that. As long as it just goes and hits the 423% mark, we're going to be making a lot of money, and we're going to have trades for years to come. And that's why I'm so excited about this whole crypto bull run finally coming, and this whole precious metals as well. is because it's like we got pairs to really focus on and lock in. We got the floor identified and we got the ceiling identified, so it's just raking in the cash. All right, and then we have good old silver, and we're speaking about silver and how lucrative silver is right now. It's absolutely insane. So this is the same thing with silver. I accurately predicted a reversal point on silver as well. That's my green box, as you can see, and it reversed my green box. The problem I'm having, look at this little bastard. Look at it. This is a gap right here. This is the gap, and like I said, every gap must be filled. Anybody who's a trader and knows about that, the rule of thumb that every gap must be filled. Look how much it missed the gap by. If it would have hit that, I would have been in. I would have been in this. It would have been happy days. It would have been making a fortune and whatnot. But yeah, let me show you the gap though. It's so annoying. I'm telling you. But look, hopefully it does go back down, which will give Palladium a chance to go back down to, well, to go down to 423.60% mark. So you can see the gap. You can see the gap right there, yeah? And we'll just widen it so you can really see what's going on. So that is what we call a gap in the market right here. You see that? Every gap must be filled. So that's the gap in the market. So we're looking for silver. Take a note of this. To go back down to this level before it starts to go up. Right? So that's what we're going to be looking for on silver. Right? So yeah, like I said, this video is just an idea of what we're looking for, and just to get people familiar, have an idea that yes, money is going to be made right now. Keep your eyes peeled. Subscribe to the channel. Follow my Instagram. So as you can see, I have a red box here, which I do believe it might go a little bit higher before it starts to go down, right? And fills a gap, hopefully, and then bang. That's what we're looking for. And what it might give you is it's probably going to get close to here, and it's going to give you a double bottom. It's going to give you a double bottom, something that resembles a double bottom, and then it's going to fly up. So hopefully, so I'm hoping it does that, but and it doesn't just go crazy, and goes mad high into unseen figures, and then it decides to go all the way back down there. No, we want to make all the money we can on the uptrend, and you know what I mean? So yeah, let's have a look at the 1 week time frame and see what we're looking at. Bloody hell. I don't know when I done this technical analysis. I done this years. I know I'm gonna say years ago, but I done this at least over a year ago, man. Bloody hell. So our next major reversal point is gonna be around here with silver, around the $40 mark. So when we get to the $40 mark, we're gonna anticipate a decent pullback as illustrated right here. So we've got a long way to go, really and truly. We're at $22.7 right now, so that's going to be double. And then as you can see, it looks like it's going to go higher and higher and higher. This is very, very audacious. So we'll see if we actually do get to $100, which is crazy. I do only anticipate it going to really this zone, the 54 mark. That's really what I anticipate it going to. I think me just doing all of this was quite imaginative. This is what it could do. I'm a very good trader. Well, my strategy is exceptional, so I was able to kind of imagine what it could do next, like what structure it would take. But we're definitely going to the $54 region, yeah? And yes, I think that is it on the precious metals. And another thing for you guys to, you know what? Let me throw something else in there. USD CAD is directly inversely correlated with precious metals, which means when gold or silver goes up, USD CAD goes down, and same with the inverse. When gold goes down, USD CAD goes up. So let's have a look at the chart for that USD, because we've been trading USD CAD for some time now. And you see that little green zone right here? This is where we're going. And look where we are. We're all the way up here on USD CAD, right? And obviously USD CAD hasn't really completed the structure, but look, once again, it is in the red box zone. It's right there. It touched it last week. I didn't sell because the reason why I didn't sell it is because silver didn't fill the gap. So silver not filling the gap just threw me off completely. I missed so many opportunities because of that. But you live and you learn, right? And it went down. It came up. I sold from this red box, made a little bit of money, cool little £400 and whatnot. And I'm closing my position simply because I have a feeling it might actually go back up, hit this point, and then start going down, as illustrated right there. So that's what we're going next. That's our green zone next, right? So USD CAD is inversely correlated with the precious metals, so that gives you an edge in the market. Definitely, I've been watching it, I've been trading them both, and it's inversely correlated. Another one that's inversely correlated, which everybody should know about, is USD CHF. Oh, bloody hell. I haven't even done any updated technical analysis on this one. So we'll leave USD CHF for now, guys. So yeah, anyway, subscribe to my channel, follow my YouTube. I'm going to get very active. That's why I thought, let me just create this video as well, even though there's not really any opportunity, just to kind of let you guys know what we're going to be looking for and what is on the horizon. You understand? So nobody is caught off guard. And yes, until next time, I'm going to be looking to make a few videos during the week. I'm probably going to post some YouTube shorts just to, generate some views and grow the channel and whatnot, take it a lot more seriously. Same thing with my TikTok and X, Y, and Z. But yes, stay tuned for the next